There's something that I feel most people kind of lack nowadays, and that's having self-control over eating properly. Because most people have food controlling them rather than them controlling their own food about what they eat on a daily basis. I don't want to say this, but if you're a person that actually wants to, be healthy, that strives to actually become a more healthier version of yourself, if you still rely on comfort food and food that you know and yet you still eat it because it feels comfortable in the moment, your food has more control than. It might be hard to hear, I know, but that's genuinely the harsh truth here. You're letting almost every circumstance choose and decide what you'll eat for the day, what meals you're gonna eat, how much calories you're gonna eat. And it's hard to say no to it at first. It is. Because I kind of used to be like that as well. I genuinely have. Because still remember before, just me getting fast food whenever I had a bad day or not. After just having a bad day, that resulted in me ignoring my health and led me straight to fast food. And because of that, I didn't use my time correctly because something came up. Something came up, and that leads me for more food that I know is not gonna benefit me. You need to start mastering the habit that most people don't really have mastered, and that's your eating habit. You need to know what's going into your body every single day. You need to, as that determines how you overall feel for the entire day. I'll be explaining 3 easy habits you can apply to properly ensure you regain control of your eating. First, be conscious of what you eat. You may want to be healthy, yes, but your eating choices must be viable enough to last. It must be. And I don't mean by like just counting every calorie, counting every little minute detail of what you eat. Just understand the basic concept at its base level. You need to be conscious of what's going towards you. You need to. I'm being honest. You need to know what you're putting in your body for fuel every single day. Whether consumed on a daily basis may be small or large, you still need to put an emphasis on it every single day. Because you can't expect to be healthy when you're just snacking on just potato chips for convenience. I'm just being honest. And let convenience determine your health. You literally can't. To start noticing what you're eating, start to slowly, as I said before, see the content of the food you're eating. Just slowly. Understand how much calories may be taking in. Understand how much protein you're taking in if you're building muscle. To understand what you're eating so it aligns with what your goal mainly is. That's it. Just understand it. Now surprisingly, most people don't do this. And then they wonder why they can't really hit their goals with their own health. Just this habit alone of you tracking, just simply tracking, can wake you up with what you need to improve on health. It will wake you up to it. Now this rule may not seem as much on the surface, but trust me, it does carry a big effect, and it impacts how you see food as a whole. It does. You won't just be eating random snacks because of it. You won't. Second, drink more water throughout the day, especially before meals. You may or may not have drunken water today. If not, go drink some. But if you did, good. But it may not be enough. After eating a meal, after eating, let's say, right, you don't feel full yet. So, do you A, drink water so you won't overeat, or B, have a snack? You know it, and I know it. If you chose B, that shows that you can't control what you eat. You can't control when you eat, and you can't control yourself to stop eating at a certain time. You need to drink water before, during, or I say this because it reduces your appetite due to water mostly taking up just most of the storage in your stomach, and because it decreases your appetite, which makes you eat less and focus more. Now you can start this by just drinking water 30 minutes before a meal. Let's say if you can't control yourself while eating, that's fine. Just drink water half an hour before you eat. Just that alone can combat the need of having an extra meal or an extra snack just to feel full. And genuinely, you need to, even when you drink water to suppress your appetite, you need to have self control when you have these things. And by taking water before, after, or even during a meal, it acts as an aid for you to build that layer of self control. Plan out what you eat. I was guilty of not doing this too, but please, plan out what you eat. Even if you know how to control yourself, even if you know what's good to eat and what's not good to eat, at times you may be tempted to eat whatever is placed upon you, just for just for convenience, not for what is actually good for you. Do research on foods you like to eat that you know is gonna benefit you. Make sure it's a part of your calorie intake, and just resist any temptation of food that you did not plan out whatsoever. An example can be you planning out what exactly you're gonna eat for maybe breakfast, maybe for a little snack, maybe some fruits, then lunch, then dinner. Something like that. Just foods that you know benefit you in the long run and will aid you in what you're trying to hit with your health as a whole. This is important to have, especially when you're trying to either like gain muscle, doing, or lose weight. It gets rid of that secondhand guessing that you have to do, and it genuinely makes it clear that you are eating at a certain time, at a certain hour, nothing else. The main thing that you're building up here with these habits is a system that makes you what you eat, how much you eat, and understanding what is going through your body. You need to have self control with this. You do. You do. As it is a way for you to see how you can improve on your health and gives you an edge to actually want to do better within yourself. Once you learn how to control your food, it will be easier, way easier, to control everything better. Since whatever you put your body through, it shows you one of two things. One, you can actually control what you eat and you're actually focused on your main goal. Or B, you letting Oreos and some random snacks sabotage it. You don't want to be in that category. Don't be the person that can't control themselves. You know you can become better. You know you can. And that's all that I have to say for today. So make sure to work out when needed to, control your eating habits, and stay consistent with it. I can guarantee you that after a week of just taking action, applying one of these habits or all three, which is way better in my opinion, you will see progress made for whatever goal you have set for yourself, whatever goal that you are chasing, whatever one. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll see you, my friend, in the next one. Peace.